Welcome back for another book talk. Happy Magical Monday to you. I hope that you're having a good start to your week. Today I want to talk to you about Tomi Adeyemi's books Children of Blood and Bone and Children of Virtue and Vengeance. These two books are part of what is said to be a trilogy and had such an awesome debut with Children of Blood and Bone that the movie rights were immediately picked up by Fox. Of course, after that, Fox was sold to Disney, and what's really interesting is that Disney then handed over the project to Lucasfilm. Apparently, Kathleen Kennedy has been working close with other people at Lucasfilm to produce their first original live-action series. That's right, in addition to all the Star Wars movies that they make. They're making Children of Blood and Bone. I assume that the pandemic situation pushed the project back, but there had been several news articles about it before we got hit with the pandemic. It's very exciting news. I highly recommend this series. I've read these two books and I give them both 4 stars. It's hard to talk about them without giving a lot of spoilers. To avoid spoilers, I will try to talk a lot about the themes and ideas and talk in general about the characters. This is a fantasy series and it takes place in a setting that's got a lot going on politically. There are people who genetically, through their family or what have you, pass down magical potential to where they are called the Magi, but they have been suppressed. The non-magic people have decided basically to try to commit genocide against the people who do have the magic potential. Though that magic potential has to be awoken, which is really fascinating. And in the story, you see the characters not only deal with this racism and genocide and the idea of trying to hide who you are and that sort of thing, or living in shame, but we also have the main characters as teenagers, young adults, who are also struggling to get approval from their parents. And so we've already got the identity politics of shame and discrimination, and on top of that, trying to get the love and respect from family. There's a lot there without even getting into stuff like what I call the battle cats, the awesome cat creatures and the magical powers, sort of like a superhero story where the powers can be awoken, or similar to something like maybe even a Jedi from Star Wars. So in the book, it does involve getting specific magic items in order to either help awaken these abilities in people or to do certain rituals. And some of the characters are trying to figure out that magic in the rituals. But meanwhile, other characters are hunting down those characters. So you end up with characters on the run, you end up with characters in battle, trying to decide who that they should love and respect and who that they should betray and who that they should be willing to kill in battle to not only defend themselves, but also defend the greater community. It pits family members against one another, and that creates some great emotion. It's really great storytelling. There's a lot that happens in the first book that is very dramatic, and it very much is a story that continues into the second book. I read the first book and enjoyed it, but it also was part of a greater story. And so I did appreciate being able to read the second book. You're going to want to read the third book whenever it comes out. As of now, we got the second book in 2019 after getting the first book in 2018. I would have thought that maybe the third book would have been out in 2020, but of course, with the pandemic, I'm sure plenty of things got pushed back. Maybe we'll see a 2021 release of the third book, and maybe the film will come out at some point after that. I would think that they are perhaps going to make a film trilogy to match the books. Could be really great to see the story continue like that. I highly recommend the series. So far, reading the first 2 books. Hope you'll check them out. That's it for today's book talk. Every day is a great day for a book talk. Peace.